That
breaker. This is Sarah. Coming in for a landing in Sea Island.
That fucking helicopter's obnoxiously yellow, and like it's so funny too because the only other obnoxiously yellow aircraft I can think of is the one from Captain Planet.
What about Tailspin?
Oh, that's the Sea Duck.
Fuck yeah.
The Sea Duck's fucking rad.
Yes, it is.
Well, all right, we're playing Star Tropics. This is PlayPlay. My name is George, and I'm playing as Georgie, George, but I'm playing as Mike. We'll get to that. This is Star Tropics. Just, moving around. Oh, and I got with me on the video, I've got guest and friend of the show, Rob Rich, editor for 148 Apps. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. And then we've got the enigmatic Sarah, our video whiz.
I think you meant enigmatic.
I did. Didn't I say that?
No, you said egnomatic.
Egnomatic.
Like I'm fucking... Like I'm just spinning puns off some Sonic fucking villain.
Right. Yeah.
So I wanted to illustrate.
Yeah, hey.
So notice that I'm talking to the Hawaiian Punch guy a couple times, and he's telling me to fucking go away. And I kind of wanted to illustrate. This is Star Tropics, so it's a top-down, somewhat role-playing game where you go around, and you kind of fulfill, talk quests, side quests, and whatnot, and then there are action segments. So I kind of wanted to illustrate the cryptic nature of this fucking game because you'll notice right there, he'll let me in. Dude wouldn't let me in before. He would only let me in if I talked to all of the villagers. They could have had the most worthless, arbitrary shit to tell me. But no, it matters because then it contextually informs that dude to let me in and talk to the chief.
Isn't that the same shopkeeper from Wind Waker?
Beetle? Is that his name?
Maybe it's the hair that just
I don't know.
That.
His hair kind of screams Zaz from Final Fantasy 13, but
Yeah, it does.
Oh god!
I was expecting a chocobo to pop out.
Oh, thank you. Fucking that's it. That's the same one, right? Beetle. He's also in Skyward Sword. So
never touched Skyward Sword.
I always oh man, you're missing out. It's actually not that bad.
I would say this game, just to sort of go back to the classification of it, I think in terms of NES criteria,
I did want to talk about
right in adventures.
Yes, and then by the way, we've got Rob the robot.
Oh, jeez.
Fucking pilots our submarine. But I wanted to go back and touch. You guys noticed that parrot that was there to the left? I wanted to show that it wasn't there beforehand. So the parrot is essentially the next clue into where I need to fucking go. And if you go to the parrot does nothing. Just does nothing other than say he wants a gift. So, I mean, you can wander around for fucking hours and not know what you need to do, but I'm showing you that there's a little underground passageway to the far right of this little ocean quadrant. And this little hut is a fisherman that fucking hooks me up with some worms. And it's just funny to me because there's a lot... this is Cryptic the game.
How are you supposed to figure that out on your own?
You're not. It's just weird. You want to know something funny, too, is Star Tropics is famous for having one of the, most ridiculous meta puzzles. Some point in the game, it's going to ask you to submerge a letter in water and get the next clue there. The game, complete in box, comes with a fucking pamphlet that you don't really know what it is. That is the letter that you're supposed to submerge into
Jesus.
real water and find out what's up. And it's just so funny, too, because the game does not allude to the fact that this is a real thing as opposed to something you do in the game.
That's like that ridiculous shit in Metal Gear Solid with finding Meryl's codec frequency on the back of the CD case.
Yeah, I was going to say, this predates that by an easy, 8 years.
Well,
so it's kind of
obviously
nifty.
It came before that. But...
Yeah.
It's kind of nifty, though.
But that concept, though, right?
Yeah.
You don't really hear about much of that.
I love that the value of the letter is determined on submersion level, how much submersion it has been given and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, talk to this dude. That's it. He just kind of gives me a really cryptic message. I had to look it up at this point, but he gave me notes because he was just like, do re mi far so. So I'm just like, oh, all right. Anyway, I kind of want to show from here. So anyway, there's a lot more. See there's that point there, that cave. I know where I want to go because it's right there, but there's no docking area, so I can't fucking take the sub there. So, if there's one thing that StarTropics is fucking like mercilessly guilty for, it's invisible walls. There's a shit ton of invisible walls. So you kind of have to. You've noticed that I've been just like kind of bumping around, fucking everything. I'm doing that intentionally. And then if you notice right here, bam. So anyway, if I go up here, I'm going the wrong way. It's a dead end. So you kind of have to sidestep and move in such a way that gets you in the area. And again, does not fucking there's no like, I don't know, if I'm doing something wrong, someone fucking tell me. But yeah, I had to do that to get into this bad situation that ends up fucking getting me where I need to be.
Jesus Christ.
So
I'm so glad I never played
piano.
StarTropics when I was younger. It would have driven me nuts.
it's really good though. I mean, there's a lot of merit to this game, and it was, I don't know, it's one of the ugly redheaded stepchilds of the Nintendo library, because it was the first Nintendo game to be released. At this point, I'm just like, okay, wait. What? I was trying to remember, and then I realized, oh, he gave me notes. So they're literal notes. So, kind of, I was contemplating, do I go back and talk to the parrot? But then I looked it up. But no, StarTropics has that like that unique flavor in the fact that it utilizes a lot of cryptic Japanese design mechanics, but it is completely designed in the States. So this is a Western game. In fact,
it wasn't released in Japan.
Oh, not at all?
Yeah, not at all. Only in North America and Europe. And even then, Europe got it 2 years later.
Yeah, I remember the sequel for it, Zoda's Revenge.
Yeah.
Was also released really late in the NES lifespan. It was like released in '94. I think that's actually the last NES game released.
No, I think that was Wario's Woods.
Oh, Wario's Woods?
Yeah.
Wario's Woods was like a shitty Puyo Pop clone, right?
Kind of. It says here that Zoda's Revenge was released in 1994. Never saw release anywhere but the US. And then the Virtual Console got it in Europe in 2009, finally.
Nice. So there you go.
But,
got rid of that fire to the left. Fucking playing this goddamn song. And just making sure that there's nothing else. Because that's the thing. The NPCs, they will change up dialogue, or contextually something will happen, but you'll never know until you just double check everything.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
I definitely wouldn't have the patience for this now.
There you go. Secret wall. You gotta bump everything.
And I could have sworn you tried that wall before you went into the other corner too.
No, there are times where it doesn't always recognize. That's why, like I said, it just looks like I'm piloting this really drunk kid, fucking, who's just slamming against walls. But like, no, it's just the way you play this game. There's so many fucking stupid secrets that are not even inherently like there to be clued or anything. But here's the other half of StarTropics. So this is where you see way more of like a Zelda kind of inspiration, kind of just want to stop. So if you notice in my left area, that inventory there, I have a fucking yo-yo that's got a morning star at the end of it. So that will disappear if I get hurt at all. There's a lot of jumping puzzles involved.
Kind of Master Blastery in that kind of a respect, eh? If you get
but like all the switches are determined by fucking jumping puzzles. So you'll see here fucking what's about to happen. In like, I don't know,
look like switches.
No, you have to jump on everything individually to discover if it's a switch. I found out later that, I was kind of fucking up that one and taking my time stupidly, because I could have skipped right there. Now I'm stuck. So I just had to kill myself from here. Mike's a good kid, you know that, because He's got a halo. I'm going to heaven.
Right.
So now I got a regular ass yo-yo. Don't got my morning star anymore.
Lame. Oh, you lost all the hearts you had too.
Yeah, but I kind of discovered a little nifty trick here. There's more hearts. I can get a little greedier, but again, fucking going around and trying to find the best way to jump. So if I skip across here from the left, which I don't remember exactly how soon into this playthrough that I discovered that, and I forgot that fucking switch. So I'm fucked here again. Fall into the bottomless pit. Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Dude, no. Star Tropics gets, because I'm playing the 5th dungeon. So, like, the flow of this game is always like, okay, do all the insane things that you have to do to get into the dungeon, and then survive the dungeon. And it doesn't have, like, this, at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. I don't care. But the dungeon like layout of Star Tropics is like all based on skill. There's not really like an item that determines like, oh hey, how do you get through here? No, it's just survive and rinse and repeat. You do get helpful items later that you'll use, but they're all temporary. They're not like items that go with you. So fucking shit. You got to jump over that ball. I'll try that out. And yeah, you're gonna see this a lot because this fucking dungeon is so hard. But yeah, I don't know. Anytime everybody talks about like Nintendo revivals, there's a soft spot in my heart. I want this one to be done, and nobody's even like. I'm pretty sure Rob Rich, you've never really played this game, right?
I've never played Star Tropics.
How peaked is your interest at this point?
Not at all.
Well, even remember when we did the I don't know if it was a games club or just a regular episode that we did with Shane Bettenhausen. I brought up that Star Tropics needed some love, and he's like, "No, it doesn't."
Oh yeah, he was hating on Star Tropics. I really like it, to be honest. There you go, fucking made it, nick of time. I don't know. I think the second one I actually don't like as much, but like it what's funny is it like adds this improvement. So like I have a very like static jump. Once like Mikey jumps, like he commits that jump, kind of like Castlevania or Ghost of Goblins. Yeah. But in like the second one, you can move around in the air. And like it's cool, just like, oh yeah, I got more freedom. But it almost kind of ruins like the puzzle solving mechanic because I feel like I'm able to do more than I'm supposed to just with skillful jumping. So anyway, yeah, you're usually able to cover like one fucking area. So this part sucks because again, it took me a while to kind of figure it out. You don't know really which room to go into. Is
that supposed to be an arrow pointing down?
No, it's just supposed to be an upside down cross, I think.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's just creepy. There's a lot of creepiness. And then I got shot by the fucking sphere out of nowhere. But, yeah, you kind of, like, the thing that involves... Oh, this is real horse shit right here, too. Again, because I'm near the end of the game. Well, no, I'm not near the end, but I'm near the middle of the game. So those are either lives or... takeaway. So I just lost a life by picking that up.
Oh, that's lame.
That is so lame.
Yeah, and again, just exploring the room, making sure there's no hidden walls or anything. Generally, though, unlike the overworld map... oh, and by the way, couldn't make that jump, wasn't thinking. Unlike the overworld map...
why would you want to play more of this?
It's not okay. It's got this inherent charm to it. It really does. Like I don't know. I did kind of grow up with it because I did play it back in my childhood, but I never got so far just because it's fucking hard. And there is a little bit about it that like I don't know. It's I can't really describe what makes this game like appealing, other than the fact that it's got like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe to it, but a very cruel like skill vibe at the same time. But yeah, unlike the overworld map, like the actual in dungeon areas are they're a little bit more. They telegraph secrets a lot more than the overworld does. The overworld, you got to be bumping and grinding, and this one you can kind of tell like, oh, you know, that there's a secret in this area. Sometimes you can't, so I experiment a little bit, but majority of the time, like, it took me a while to discover here. So you'll notice like there's a discoloration next to the walls in certain areas. Those are secret passageways. It takes you a while to discover that, but yeah, I'm just trying to fucking get through. There's no pattern to those, by the way. No pattern. So, all the walls have, or all the floors have like a fucking "you're gonna fall down" area. So, I want to kind of. I discovered that there's just like little. If you guys look to the far left, there's a little pathway right there that I'm supposed to get through. But every time I try to go down, I'm just gonna fall through, and it took me a while to really grasp this. But yeah, it's part of the one of the, I guess, one of the more common puzzles that you'll see in Star Tropics. Just like experiment, trial and error. And then I realized, you see that
you can just jump over it, right?
No, you can't jump over it. You can only jump.
Oh, you can jump
forward
in place. I got you.
Yeah, you can jump in place, or you can jump forward when there are tiles. So, but yeah, I kind of discovered what I needed to do as I died. And then, yeah, there's no checkpoints either. So, kind of start over from the start of the fucking dungeon.
You gotta commit to it.
Dude, but I don't know. I will say this. Like, again, it's kind of got like a Earthbound vibe to it. Like, Earthbound meets Legend of Zelda. And hear me out. You got a yo-yo. Later on, you get a baseball bat. And you get like a few of those to do fucking some swings. You've also got compact mirrors that are used to bounce and reflect lasers. So see, now I got my Morning Star fucking yo-yo, which, by the way, was granted to me by a witch doctor spell. So when I'm full of vitality, my yo-yo transforms. You can't make that shit up. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Still no interest, huh?
I mean, you know, I played and beat Demon Souls, and I wouldn't want to touch this.
That's okay. When I played it live, no one wanted to play Final Lap Twin either.
Well, that's because Final Lap Twin was just grossly subliminal with its sex talk, and it's like fucking.
Hey, that was hilarious.
RPG.
It was
but
awesome.
sex talk is the thing now.
I
Isn't
see,
it?
and I didn't even realize. I don't know why I did that again, but apparently I didn't know if it would change. But yeah,
Is it always the same?
it's always the same. So I learned my lesson not to do that anymore.
Yeah, lesson learned.
But for some reason, I'm just like, I could probably get an extra life out of here. I don't know. So yeah, tried to go that route. Again, doesn't work because I'll just fall through. I see where I have to go, but it's covered with fucking areas. Yeah, so you'll see there's a discoloration where there's an invisible tunnel. You can't see it. So I'm surveying the room, and I'm just like, oh hey, there's that invisible tunnel up there to the right. But oh wait, this is not where I figured it out yet. Nope. I'm still
Yeah, I was just
falling.
thinking, like, that's the wrong side.
There's got to be something here. Wow.
Yeah. No. There's
Ah.
a lot of tomfoolery involved with this fucking shit.
No
This is
kidding.
from back in the day when you needed strategy guides.
Yeah.
Did I figure this out? Nope.
If not to figure out the puzzles, then to save time.
Yeah, it just seems like the game's being mean-spirited at this point.
Yeah. There we
I'm
go.
a firm
I
believer
figured it
in
out.
games that.
So
are
now
mean-spirited.
I'm able to fucking get to that
All
area.
I gotcha.
With one heart left.
Yes.
Is there a checkpoint soon? Oh, wait.
I knew that was gonna happen too. I'm just like, oh wait, because you got to catch those fucking snakes in mid stride, because they'll look at you, pause, and then fucking lunge at you. But again, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of allusions to to Legend of Zelda, but it's got like an Earthboundy vibe because it's this kid who fucking, in all intents and purposes, is just traveling to these tropical islands that he's never been to or heard of in search of his uncle who's gone missing, and he's being tasked with saving all of these islands, and I was too slow.
That's balls.
Yeah, we'll be seeing this screen a lot, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think I see more parallels with Zelda 2 than Earthbound, but
because
Zelda
it's
2.
stupid dog shit hard.
Well, I guess there are more than one parallel.
I don't know.
Has anyone here beaten Zelda 2? I haven't beaten it yet.
No. I got to the Thunder dudes, the Thunderhead twin dudes.
What dungeon was that?
I don't know. It's like one of the last ones. It's like the one before Shadow Link.
Oh. Was that before or after that giant ass spider?
I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about, Rob Rich? Right?
I do not. I gave up on Zelda 2 like before I got to eat like the first dungeon. I think
that was close.
That was super close. I don't know. Fucking Christ. Anyway, I didn't have a problem with Zelda 2. I was one of the kids that didn't mind it. But I was in that weird period where like every NES sequel was just fucking weird. It was like almost a shadow of what the original one was, because there was Simon's Quest, there was Super Mario Brothers 2, fucking Zelda 2, and then man, Metroid 2 didn't even make it on the NES. It was just some dog shit on the Game Boy.
Game Boy. I don't know if I'd call it dog shit though.
No, I
awful.
The original was kind of garbage.
What? No,
I didn't like the original.
There's a point. I mean, if you go back to play the original Metroid, it's kind of tough to stay excited about it when you've got so many other games in the series that are a lot more refined.
It's still better than fucking Metroid 2, though.
I don't know about that.
I liked Metroid 2.
No, dude,
it wasn't in color.
Huge. You're just huge, taking up so much real estate on the screen. Everything just looks so dumb. I don't know.
It was on the Game Boy. What else could they do?
I would normally merit that excuse, but the Game Boy has fucking Link's Awakening, so that excuse means nothing to me. Yeah, I'm in a pickle here, but I think there's a switch that I find here, and I end up being safe.
You have to find an invisible switch to turn on the regular switch.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's the way it works, man. But, no, did you guys know that there's somebody who's remaking Metroid 2? I think I posted about it. I don't remember the name of it. I have it downloaded here, too, somewhere on my PC. But somebody is remaking Metroid 2, but, like, with a zero-mission mentality, and it's really good. Like,
I did not hear that, but
good.
That does sound awesome.
Yeah, no, I have the
Zero
demo.
Mission.
Yeah, see, that makes Metroid 2 fucking fun and playable.
All right, so what does that panel do?
Okay, so
I killed you.
it's
It resets the game, and then it kicks you in the balls.
and deletes your fucking file. No,
Like,
those are
Jack
the
jumps
compact
out of
mirrors that I was
kicks
talking
you in the
about.
balls.
Oh, okay. You get 80 of them? Dude,
Yeah, because
compact is an understatement then, huh?
It's probably because that's all you get.
those dudes, it's really hard to time the fucking mirror use with these dudes. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah, and as you can tell, like I only throw out my mirror for like a quick second, but here's a checkpoint. So,
So they do exist.
Does it
yeah,
even tell you that's a checkpoint?
Amazing.
no, you just kind of find out. I completely forgot there are checkpoints. This was a while before, like, I went through this huge sprint. Me and Sarah have been recording videos non-stop to do PlayPlay, so I don't know. I was expecting to do this sooner, and then my fucking memory does not serve me correctly on yeah, this whole nonsense. But I don't know. I will say that this game is still better than the second one, and like I really like the second one too. But the second one's, first off, it's it is easier. I will say this, that it is easier, but it doesn't have like the same. I guess it just doesn't have the same charm. It doesn't have the same soul. And
No, it doesn't. It feels a little too Western too.
Yeah, but like it's got a way cooler story. Like instead of these tropical islands, you're traveling through time, which is cool. It's got like a Bill and Ted's vibe to it. But
that's such a trope nowadays, though. Travel through time, like everything. I'm not even sure it set the trend either. Like I'm sure there was more before it. That yeah, okay. When did Turtles in Time come out?
94.
Yeah, so did Zoda's Revenge.
Man, don't be knocking on time travel.
Actually, speaking of 1994,
I know that was so hard to watch too. I didn't want to interrupt there.
Wario's Woods was released 9 months after Zoda's Revenge.
Huh? Did not know that.
It was in fact the last NES game.
Oh, did not know that. You know what's funny too is we've been like looking at different NES games to collect, and didn't even realize I had this for Famicom. Played it, and apparently it's like one of the most ridiculously expensive NES games in the library. But I have Zombie Nation on Famicom.
Fuck off, really?
Yeah, but it's not hard to find on Famicom. But it's like
it's not. But I was looking for a copy of that actually, and then I'm like, oh shit, $200. Fuck that.
Yeah, because my buddy is like kind of going through this like let's try to collect fucking every stupid to hard to find NES game, like to the point where like he gave up and he like got a repro of Little Samson. But yeah, no. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, and you know what? It's really weird because that game is really animated. Like, have you seen that game, Zombie Nation?
Yes.
Yeah,
I have not.
So it's a weird fucking shoot 'em up. It's like you're a floating head that's just like destroying cities.
Well, you're a Tengu mask, is what it is.
Yeah, but in America,
long nose goblin, right? So I'm not sure what it is for the NES.
Yeah, you're a floating head.
Did they change it at all, or what?
Yeah, you're like a floating corpse head.
Okay, wait. Do you have the US version or Famicom version?
I have the Famicom version.
Okay, I was gonna say the US version is like hella expensive.
Well, I don't even think the Famicom version's crazy expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's like $200 for Famicom. It's like $600 for the NES version.
Fuck off, really?
I'm not even joking you.
Huh? I thought it was like because it's like $200 for the US version. It's not that like it's not $600.
Well, okay, if you're a snob like me and you want a complete version, it gets up there.
I think any complete NES game is stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing that with Famicom games specifically. It's like, oh, well, okay, here's a copy of Baseball. What the fuck? $2 loose, $30 boxed kind of thing. So, yeah, there's that.
Did not realize that I just needed to make one fucking jump. And that was the next room to the checkpoint, too. Also, not all. You don't have to defeat all enemies. You just have to defeat the colored ones. So
okay, when you say colored, you mean like the red ones, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's blue and red, so which it's like it's two different
this
colors.
Isn't Game Boy.
I thought you were taking that in a completely different direction. I'm just like, you guys are all horrible people.
Well, apparently, you're the horrible person who thought.
I was gonna say the
yeah,
irony is
no,
not
absolutely.
lost on me.
I admit it. But what I did want to say was, no, dude, that was in a time too. Like, I think anybody that has like something still in box for the NES, like, kudos, you're a forward-thinking fucking kid. But when we all like saw those games, we're like, oh, sweet, we threw those things away like sandwich bags. Like they fucking housed the real treasure that was within, and then they just saw like the fucking bottom of a wastebasket. Like, and I don't know.
There was the kid who had like the little whatever plasticky sleeves that they came with.
Oh yeah, the box protectors. Well, see, now I've got like, and what's funny too is I still won't go out of my way to buy complete in box because now I'm all about archival cases, and I bought like a fuckload of them, and I'm still buying archival cases. I love those things. Like they do the job of protecting the cart, and they still look great on my shelf, and they're not like flimsy ass like cardboard from the 80s.
What was I gonna say regarding that? It was something. I forget. Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Normal.
I did get my Famicom though.
Did you? Now, what Famicom
Yes.
did you get? Did you get like?
I just got basic
That is
Famicom.
such a dick.
Yeah, that was fucking horseshit too.
Nah, just regular run-of-the-mill RF Famicom. Turns out you got to stick your TV on channel 95 for it to work.
Really?
Yeah, that channel 1 and channel 2 switch on the back, not really channel 1 or 2.
Maybe it's kind of like the way the toilet flushes, like fucking the opposite way. That like.
Do you
Kinda
mean
go-
like in Australia?
Well, yeah, it's Australia. Well, okay. What way does it flush in Japan?
It's northern hemisphere, so counterclockwise.
Yeah, like Australia.
No, it's
Australia, it's
counterclockwise. Yeah,
clockwise.
it's clockwise in
Oh.
Australia. Yeah.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm horrible at StarTropics, and I don't know my geography. But
I think you don't know your
Every
toilet
time we
flushes.
record something, you learn some interesting nugget of knowledge.
I do.
You're so glad I'm here.
I am. You're like the Snapple lids that don't replenish my thirst in the slightest. I'm telling you though, dude. At the end of this play, we're gonna get Rob Rich to totally get in on fucking StarTropics. He's gonna go and he's gonna
Nope.
fucking look it up on eBay. And he's gonna be like, "Oh man, I want this
That
in my
is-
life."
That is something that we will
Nope.
have to see.
And this is coming from a guy who used to own Clash of Demon Head.
I have that game.
Everybody has that game. It's an NES staple. I don't know. That one's like.
I
crooked,
tried
but
playing it. It's fucking weird.
It is
Yeah,
weird.
it's messed up.
But it's totally playable. It's just that you can't really take the text, like you just can't take it seriously, or you just kind of gotta like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I love that the bosses are called governors too.
Yeah.
Like, they're like bosses that have got into politics, like they own some stake in the way that things are ran and within the utilities of the land.
Oh, you fucked him up. Nice.
I did. This is the farthest
Get
I've
that
gotten.
snake.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet, I finally
Yay.
progressed.
And then credits.
Huzzah.
Okay, so that is a key to the boss level. So once I get it, I'll be able to get where I'm going. So important. However, there are 3 different
This
doors
is
to go through.
awful.
Yeah.
Well,
So
at least that switch opens that
Nice.
door.
yeah, I know, but my curiosity is getting the best of me. And like, I just had to set off this fucking motion of shit and realize, okay, I'm down to 1 heart. I better just go through here. But yeah, it's a dead end. Nothing here.
Or is it?
Well, no. So you access this room from a completely different room, and if you do that, you'll get something different, and you'll
Okay,
open up an entranceway, and that's from a secret from a completely different room. But if I enter the
Oh,
room this
Jesus.
way, I get bats. So now I have a bat, which will help me against the boss. But I never did solve
Got
this
one
dungeon.
heart.
Yeah, no, I'm down to 1 heart and 1 life. So I always kind of wonder what would happen if I took that fucking sign that like would take away 1 life on 1 life. I wonder if it would be the influx and it would give me a life. I tried to
God.
jump it, couldn't fucking do it. Ah, man.
This guy.
That hand.
Yeah, it's got like a banana hand going
She
on.
has an opposable pinky.
Hey, you gotta admit though, these are some pretty legit graphics though for the NES. And like, okay, what was Star Tropics? Was 90?
1990, yeah.
Yeah, it was 90. I mean, dude, that was a year away from the Super NES. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely the secret Evermore of Legend of Zelda. Though.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say that.
Eh.
Secret
Yeah.
of Evermore deserves a lot of praise, but yeah.
Oh, you guys are just harshing on Star Tropics. This game.
I'm not harshing. Don't
It's
don't get me
harshing on
wrong.
itself.
I,
It's harshing on everyone else.
I seriously wanted to play this like 2 days ago.
Do you
but
want
I
it now?
didn't. Do I want to? Probably. Because I've played it before. Like I don't mind it, but
To be fair,
I
though,
just
I'm
I wouldn't
near
equate it to I just wouldn't equate it to Secret of Evermore. So
Well, it's been a while since I played Secret of Evermore, but Secret of Evermore is kind of just like a weird American take on Secret of Mana, but like
yeah, maybe
sci-fi.
so. But it had a wicked twist in it. It made the whole game worth playing.
Is it like a substantial, like entertaining twist, or some
Yes,
bullshit
it's
M. Night
like
Shyamalan twist?
M. Night Shyamalan couldn't hold a candle to this twist. It was good.
M. Night Shyamalan can't hold a candle to much of anything that regards fucking.
Well, not anymore, but
That's the
there was
twist.
a time, right? There was a time in an era of great chaos when
There was never a time. I've never liked that fucking dude, ever.
I don't know. I think the Sixth Sense was probably his one big huge shot, but
I didn't mind Unbreakable.
oh yeah, that was pretty good too.
All horseshit. And Unbreakable is a spit.
And you're a
Zero
fucking
bullshit.
liar.
Nope.
Yeah, you like Star Tropics.
Hey, at least I jumped. Fucking jumped in the nick of time. But, yeah. I could say this, I would admit that this game's rough around the edges. I don't know, but still, I definitely recommend anyone who has an NES to own it and play it.
I didn't like really the second one too much at all. That's one thing I will say.
The second one, like I said, it's really cheesy. It's got like this Bill and Ted, like they order Cleopatra a pizza in that one, and
Do they
there's
really?
like, yeah,
What?
it's fucking weird. He does something like, also, like culturally insensitive to like some other time period. I don't remember exactly. But it did look wicked sweet. Like I would have to say, like it's definitely got a like awesome graphical design to it. But yeah, the whole thing with Star Tropics 2 is, you know, spoilers, fucking, like, everything that's going wrong is due to the cause of aliens and this evil alien, like, warlord. You like, find it out at the very, very end of the game, like, right before you're about to fight the last boss, who is Zoda. So it's just funny because, like, you know, they just gave it, like, such this epic magnitude, like, oh, it's his revenge. And, like, dude didn't really give a shit much about you for at least 10 or 15 minutes. He didn't even know you were really fucking things up. Like, I don't know. It's just funny. But, yeah, I never beat Zoda's Revenge. Got, like, kind of far, but lost interest. Did beat Star Tropics when I was a kid, like, younger. Don't remember really quite how.
Yeah, back when you had more patience and dexterity.
Probably. When I didn't have my old man hands and I'm not fighting fucking dodo birds.
With a yo-yo.
I love that he uses that yo-yo, man. I love that that's his weapon. Like, he could be using
Yo-yo
like, some
dodos, oh no.
fucking... and I can never tell, like, if there was one thing I always argued, if that's a giant bowling ball or just, like, a really rotten coconut.
I was thinking the same thing, in fact.
I did sort of see it as a bowling ball. It's kind of got...
I was gonna, and I was about to ask, actually, who uses such a large bowling ball?
I know.
Zoda?
You gotta... Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta admit, though, if that was a coconut, that'd be a pretty... Oh, man. Have you guys ever had, like, coconut meat? Mm.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
Don't
good.
believe I have.
It is delicious.
This area is horseshit.
Yep.
So those dudes, they suck super hard. You don't... Now, remember when you saw me get the...
Hoover upright.
Yeah. No, and you remember, too, when I got the baseball bats? Had I gotten the baseball bats, they'd be much easier to take out. But these dudes, like, command at least 20 yo-yo hits apiece, so...
Well, at least they're slow.
Yeah, but they can kill you in, like, 2 hits. So, considering I'm on 3 lives, they'll kill me in 1 hit.
Why are you even bothering to fight them, though? You opened it up.
Sometimes if you kill all enemies, you get, like, another fucking entrance. See, that's the thing about this game. So, for example, remember that room?
Mm.
It's a horseshit room. So, like...
There's a lot of horseshit in this game, apparently.
Yeah, and see, because I came in the room this way, no bats.
Huh. So what now?
Was that about no
never mind.
bats?
Wait, there is a bat
Bats.
there. Huh.
I lied.
You lied to me.
I did.
This game makes liars of us all.
So, okay.
Oh,
Now
this
what?
again.
Well, now I just go up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess there is that.
You make it sound so simple.
Of course.
So, you quickly learn that, like, those fucking platforms recede down into the bottom. So that's the correct room I have to go to. But there was a room that I missed that I remember trying to explore. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of those rooms too where you got to jump back and forth and you only have a millisecond to stand on the platform. And the jumping's weird because, like I said, you don't maneuver where he's going. You just maneuver like the input of the direction he's supposed to go into. So there's that.
So okay, now that you've done all that crap, right? Do you still have to go through and do it all again?
Yes.
Or can you just go up?
No, I'll have to do that crap all again.
What the fuck?
And this snake is cruel.
Why do you insist on saying that this is fun? It's just, I don't understand.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I grew up with it.
That could be.
Yeah, like Sarah didn't really fucking grow up with it, I'm assuming, but I guess.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? All right.
I just haven't really played much of it. That's all.
Yeah. So remember that one room that goes up that I ignored?
Yeah.
I kind of just wanted to go to that room first and check that out, and I am in fucking Dangerland here. What's funny though is
So wait, hold on. Couldn't you like buy potions? Remember that?
I don't remember buying potions. I remember finding potions.
Why does he shrink when the game pauses?
Yeah, but he's got to let you know that you're paused.
No, I get that, but he shrinks.
He goes to his overworld sprite.
Yeah, it's a technical limitation or something.
I guess the ceilings are so low there wouldn't be room for him and the sign.
Actually, there's also the. I just noticed that there's also.
So there's
that...
a potion right there.
there
However, I can't get to it, so I give up on it and realize that this is a dumb room. Can't again. Really want that potion. It would fill me up and make me go yum yum. Can't do anything with it, so.
Keep waiting for you to like jump into the water again.
No, I'm pretty sure I learned my lesson doing that. But what was I gonna say?
Ooh.
Yeah, no. I guess I would say that if you didn't grow up with Star Tropics, it's not as fun as you remember it being. However, I would love to see a revival of this because one, there's only 2 of them, so there's not a whole lot to mind there. So I can see like somebody at Nintendo getting liberal with it. 2, it's got like a pretty sweet license. So yeah, no, I'm kind of fucked here.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, nostalgia does make a big difference. I know there have been plenty of like cartoons that I used to watch when I was little that I went back to watch again as an adult, and it's just like, why did I like this? Like Thundercats. Oh my god.
Thundercats is amazing. You bite your tongue.
No, it really isn't. It really isn't amazing.
But okay, so in Humanoids, I'd forgive that. But fucking Thundercats, no. Thundercats, you have no claim there, sir.
Yes, I do. It was terrible.
Okay, Mask was pretty bad.
That
Jace
was bad, but I
and
enjoyed
the Wheeled Warriors was pretty bad. But yeah, dude, Mumra, come on.
Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen's fucking awful. Everybody and everyone should like disavow ever knowing that was a thing.
Not a lot of people know that was a thing. I was really surprised at one point to find out that when I mentioned this cartoon where a kid would turn into a car when he got wet, people just stared at me blankly.
No, it's not when he got wet. It's when he got hot. It's when he started getting hot.
When he got wet that cooled him down and he turned back into a person then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, god damn it. Well, at least I fucking can get back to this checkpoint. But
so what's up with the stars again?
Yeah, I don't know what they do. I still don't know what they do in this game. I don't remember what purpose they serve, but I know it's good. So that's something.
The game just wants you to think you're collecting them for something. It's just being a dick.
Yeah, I know like they take some sort of role in the dungeon. However, I don't remember exactly. I was fucking smooth there. Yeah, see, so there's a star right there. I have no idea what it'll do. I think, yeah, it disappeared before I got it. But anyway, I think they fuel certain items, but I can't, don't quote me on that. I don't know. I don't even remember part of this playthrough, so I don't remember where there should be bats and where there shouldn't be bats. And I do remember that Thundercats deserves way more than Rob Rich gives it, but... fucking...
I loved it when I was little, but when I went back to it, it was just like, my god, this show is awful.
Silverhawks was pretty bad.
Yes.
So you've only got that in a millisecond.
What was that other show with the cats in it?
Samurai Pizza Cats?
No. That was a different
Heathcliff?
one. No. They were flying in a
Cadillac
F-14 or something.
SWAT Cats.
Yes.
SWAT Cats was the shit.
Great show.
That was around the
That's
time that Hanna-Barbera
sharks.
was getting like super edgy too. They were like, yeah, Pirates of the Dark Water. Yeah, SWAT Cats.
What if
Yeah.
they made a game, and I wonder if it's a shmub?
They did make a game. It was done by Hudson Soft too. It's for the Super
fuck
NES.
yes, I'm gonna look into that right now.
And then Sunsoft did the Pirates of the Dark Water one. Yeah, it would make sense if it was a shoot 'em up, but dude, those cats also had some bitching martial arts moves.
That is the
So,
truth. So
I would
let us
much
see.
rather it be like a sweet platformer with some shmup levels.
Because
I've never played it though. I just know it was done by Hudson Soft.
Cats need to know Kung Fu.
Hudson Soft did some sweet fucking license games though, because like you know what else they did?
Editor.
They did American Tail, Fievel Goes West. Also a really good game. I remember too. And you know what made me want to play it a lot was Nintendo Power actually did like coverage on it back in the day. It came out, I remember, with like Stunt Racer FX on the cover.
Ah, fuck me sideways. It's $100.
What, SWAT Cats?
Yes.
Why is it $100?
So expensive. God damn it.
That makes no sense.
Probably because most Hudson games are actually kind of uncommon on Super NES.
Well, hold on. Check how much fucking Fievel Goes West is. I'm curious now.
American Tail?
Yeah. Just hearing you clicking and clacking.
Yeah.
Fuck these bats. See, the bat is gratifying, especially when you're using it to kill bats. Just so you know. Anyway, I kind of ventured like, oh, you know, maybe killing all these bats will do something. And nope, it did not.
Much
Oh,
more
It cut down your health a lot.
Yeah.
much more doable. This one here is actually about $20.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Might do a play on it soon. Don't even know why I decided to take them on. I just wanted to use my
Cats
bat.
is an action platformer.
Well, anyway, this is me fucking calling it quits because this fucking game took its toll on me. But it's really good. It's really,
Kind
really
of.
good.
I'm middle of the road on that.
I'm not even anywhere near the road on that.
Well, I don't know. Hopefully, one of these days, I might showcase it in a better light, or fuck, we might even do a play on Zoda's Revenge. Until then, fucking, this is Georgie Boy's Axe,
This is the original Sarah.
and we want to take the time to thank Rob Rich for apparently wasting his time chilling, fucking doing Star Tropics.
It was fun.
Still, you're still gonna bid on it though, right, Rob?
Hell no.
Gotta get that buy it
Hell
now.
no. If you find it for $5 at a secondhand store, though, it might be worth your while for $5.
For $5, I'd buy it as a present for someone who may actually want to play it.
All right, I'm stopping the recorder right there.